I'm sick.
Just no cheating because I'm actively making things as I do this. I could just turn this off when I do that, but
What do you mean no
well,
cheating?
no cheating.
You should give my character like insane rolls and everyone else like bad rolls.
Got it. You're gonna roll a 19 in every stat.
That would be insane if I rolled like whichever one has insane stats. I'm gonna have to like think about which character I want to have like strong stats and which character I want to have like fucking he's the shitpost character.
Look, I mean, my last character has like such shit stats that I'm gonna play a druid and they're just gonna be like, you know what? If I'd let me, I would make it so they have 3 int. You know what? 2 int. They can't even speak.
It's
Speak
pretty
constantly
based.
drooling.
I mean, if they're a druid, they might as well be.
Dude, what the fuck?
Oh, that's strange.
Scenarios wouldn't approve of this.
I mean,
Okay.
look at it this way. The druid, he's shapeshifted for so long that he's forgotten that he's actually human.
That's an episode of something. I don't know what.
I think I've seen that before. I just don't remember what.
I think I've also used that concept in this game, in this universe's world. All right.
Oh, was that Jackie's character?
I haven't done anything with Jackie's character, but that'd be funny. Um,
He just comes back one day, feral animal.
One day you guys end up killing some wild animal and it turns into a dwarf.
And then we kill it again. We mutilate its corpse because it's a dwarf.
Well, I mean, it would be alive, which is the funny thing.
Dude, I should make another like cultist blood mage of some sort. It's just like a schizo that's always out to like fucking do some heinous shit.
Oh, you should make a Bloodwood drow. That would go so well.
Aren't Bloodwood Drow like primarily female?
No, Bloodwood are they don't have that sort of matriarchal drow stuff going on with them.
Because I remember we ran into some Drow and they were like laughing horrors.png because that we're retarded.
Well, that's all drow though. It's Marshland and Daughters of the Hunt drow. Those are the very matriarchal ones. Marshland are closer to the Forgotten Realms drow, while Daughters of the Hunt are just Amazon warriors who their goddess don't like no men essentially. Um, their goddess is a lifetime movie protagonist, more or less. Um, the West Sea Drow are they still kind of
Yar
have that
har
matriarchal thing,
WD.
but they're more we live on the seas and do our thing. They're Kultirans essentially. Um,
They work for the Peter Muskrat army.
So here's what would happen if you're a Bloodwood drow. You're literally a demon, well, essentially a demon worshipping cultist.
pretty much.
You're also pretty much kill on sight.
You're like
And if you're
a
a blood
Dude,
mage,
Twilight
you are
cult,
literally kill on sight.
Twilight's hammer cultist essentially, and everyone knows that you are a creature of evil because your skin color is very, very
I'd
different
be
from
like a
everyone else's.
Dunmer in fucking Skyrim. I was just calling everyone in one swit and like this would happen. Voddenfell.
No, you'd be more like an old what's the fucking called? Is it the Aldmer? Aldmeri?
Aren't those the high elves?
Thalmor. Thalmor. You'd be more like
Yeah.
a Thalmor that even the Thalmor hate.
Really? The Thalmor? Thalmor are high elves. I thought that they wouldn't be like complexion wise. They definitely have nothing to do with Drow.
Oh
Dunmer,
no,
they're weird ones, right? They like cannibalism and
I'm talking like
necrophilia.
societally. No,
Dunmer are the Dark
cannibalism is
Elves.
Bosmer.
Yeah.
Dunmer are the Dark Elves. They're the ones that are like they have House Talvani, House Lalu, all of that. They're like, oh yes, slaves are cool, and like daughter wives and cloning, or
There's
like
a Dunmer in Oblivion that asks you what Cyrodiil's views are on necrophilia. Like, well, these Dunmer people are kind of weird.
I think he was actually a necromancer, if I remember correctly. If I remember who you're talking about, he was actually like a necromancer
No, it was a
and
woman.
part of the.
It's in a
Maybe it
town
was.
where you get a Dark Brotherhood quest to kill everybody inside some building during like a locked in
God, that's such
situation.
a good quest.
That is a very funny quest because if you're like, if you have the stats for it, you can just make everyone just go schizo and
Mhm.
like, oh, who's in here with us?
But yeah, Hybe, so if he played a Bloodwood Drow Blood Mage, how would that go the moment he steps foot into town?
I mean, he's gonna be seen as a Bloodwood Drow, and everyone's gonna want to kill him.
And then what happens if he does anything involving blood magic?
Everyone's gonna want to kill him.
I'm gonna become Sauron of Poppy Quest.
This is
I'm
not
gonna
a
wait till I.
this is not a fifth edition friendly friendly campaign world.
Also, then there's the whole problem with the cleric is there.
Yep.
Just play the most evil Bloodwood Drow you can when you're standing next to a highly genocidal towards their own race Drow.
Good times.
That'd be like playing an Inquisitor cleric in a group with a wizard.
Which you wanted to do.
Yeah, and it turns
Dude,
out that don't work too well.
the next character I might make would be just like a fucking retarded wizard, like Raph, but far more incompetent and just like borderline a terrorist.
Oh, you mean Val?
Would Val be considered a terrorist? I feel like Val had like very specific goals. I think it would just be too close to
He
Raph to do again.
literally was a terrorist.
Oh yeah, Val is different than Valulu.
No, it's the same person.
I know, but it's like they're different people.
He literally was friends with the terrorist organization.
Dude, it's fine.
What the fuck is round one?
It's like an arcade. It's like a Japanese style arcade.
It's a fun place to go. They're usually in malls. I haven't been to one in years.
Why is there Hololive there?
It's they had a Hololive collaboration last 2 months ago. They had a whole bunch of Hololive plushies and claw machines.
Okay, here's what I recognize. I recognize fucking Iris,
Yep.
Gura,
When I was there, they had
Kabuki.
Iris, Fua, Uemoko, Ina. I think they
Yep.
had an Ame. Those claw machines are fucking highway thievery though.
Yeah, they have the two retards and the girl I have no clue who it is.
All right, we'll just start with Al Haku. Hopefully, he'll be here eventually. And I could just repeat things to him. All right, so for Intermission Campaign 2, you guys will be asked to make 3 characters. These characters will be played across different time periods, which we will divide into eras. You have Era 1, 2, and 3. So, with Era 1, you are playing a Kideni that serves the Shogun, the Elemental Shogun. No, Daimyo. Elemental Daimyo Hibilhuo, the great fire elemental that has taken over Kiden after the Unification Wars came to an end. So this character is going to be your most powerful character. It will be 15th level, and you will be doing stuff with them. You'll be doing stuff for them. I think there's 1, 2, 3 places that you'll be visiting with them. Just go with that. Era 2, you will be you'll be under the lead of sort of a rebel, uh, a man who is descendant of the man who sealed away the shogun. You'll be part of a group called the Order of the Storm. And that game is going to be a bit more investigaty. Like, it's not going to be as Dynasty Warriors-y as Era 1. So keep that in mind when you make your Era 1 character. And your Era 2 character is going to be a little bit more on the role play. But, combat is always an option. In Era 3, you're going to be the weakest of the characters. You will be making a first level character.
Oh, we're changing from 4th?
Did I say fourth? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Fourth level character, my bad. First level was old. I was going to make it first level originally.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna do first, let's just do 0 for it. Let's go maximum pain.
Nah, you need feats. You need feats. So, Era 3, you're going to be a fourth level character. You will be serving a Li Shen Saohani. He is your order leader, and he's going to ask you to go and kill a guy. So, this one's going to be a lot more combat oriented, but as always, there is opportunities to role play when you need to. So, once again, keep that in mind. So, why don't we start with making our first character? So, for your
But the
first
problem
character,
is the first one we have that one restriction that we need to know if Haku is gonna take.
let me ask him then. Let's see.
Yeah, because he knows what he's gonna do. Oh, I meant like if he's gonna be the druid or not, and that too, yeah.
And if he's
For Era
going
1,
to
I should just make, like, what's it called?
What was the restriction? Maybe a druid.
Yeah, one person in the first one may be a
Lightning Master
druid.
Fighter. All right, so he's going to be a fighter, and he's going to choose the lightning guy, the daimyo. So,
I have a feeling he's gonna have a katana, and he's gonna, carry around a chair.
all right, so he's choosing Daimyo Dokami, the Lightning Lord. You guys cannot be the servant of the Lightning Lord. You have all these other guys to choose from. And you will get a thing based upon that, which I have yet to actually make. For those,
I need to scroll up and, like, find the.
let's see.
How racist can I get with this? What's the maximum for my characters here?
I don't think racism is a issue in Kiden. Not after the unification. Even though you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 separate ethnicities.
So if I wanted to, like, make a Lubu type character and do the accent.
Lubu didn't really have an accent in the games. His best voice in 4, not much of an accent. Nobody used accents in the Dynasty Warriors games, actually. They're all just anime
So no,
voice
like,
actor
really,
character number 2.
no really bad Chinese accent for shits and giggles.
I mean, you can do that if you want. I'm not going to stop you. You could be the most hero praise Chinese man that you wish to be. You can be the guy from South Park, or you could be Kim Jong from what was the movie that they made with the puppets? Team
I
America.
forget. Damn, that
You
is
could
an
be Kim
old
Jong
fucking
from Team
movie.
America if you want. It's all you.
Trying to think of the worst character I could make for the first era.
So, let's see. This is the first era is the era of scorched earth, where the shogun rained his wrath upon all who would deny him his glory. In this era, warriors of great power were given the powers of the elemental warlords, and with it, they were sent to the corners of Kiden to break the will of Hebel Quo's enemies. In this era, you will be a direct servant of the elemental warlords, one of their greatest warriors and bearers of his will. You have been granted their power, and in return, your family shall live in luxury and be held in great honor, and for that, your loyalty is absolute. Your masters have granted you a host of soldiers to aid you in your quest to recover 3 ancient artifacts currently held by human hands in Majir, Motobin, and Indar. You will make a 15th level character. You guys know those restrictions. You got the monk, fighter, barbarian, no subclasses. One person will be a druid. The druid's still up for grabs. And then you got your pact masters. Lightning is taken. So you got the warlord Koloth of the Wild Wind, Warlord Uniri of the Frost. You have Warlord Zarin, the corrosive one. Guardian Osrook, the Earth Warden, totally not the guy from World of Warcraft Cataclysm Dungeon. Guardian Celine, the Mistweaver. Daimyo Dokami, who is taken, that is a Lightning Lord. And then Shogun Hebel Quo, the Eternal Flame. Totally not Ragnaros. With the
Mr.
samurai hat.
Kaiman. Mr. Kaiman, I will let you choose your class and lord.
Trying to think. I've never played a druid before. It sounds kind of interesting.
So his 2 subclasses are essentially Wrath is the caster one, and Elements is elemental shapeshifting.
Yes. So, you, as a druid, if you want to be the druid, will get the choice between 2 subclasses. Let me open up that druid page. Make sure you're using the updated link in the resources or handouts or wherever it is. That's just the one that I'm using. I don't think I've changed anything in druid since I made that one thing for Kobe.
Ye hath not.
Yeah, so
Cobes are in.
Disciple of Wrath as a 15th character, I think gets I think you get all your subclass feats by level 15. Yes.
Yes.
I think that's also the case with everyone else, every other class, but that doesn't matter for anyone but the druid. So Disciple of Wrath is based on casting spells, essentially. I think you get to choose an element, and then that element will be your element for all your spell casting. And you also get some spells based. You also get some spells for it, and those will also just deal the elemental damage that you choose. The element types are acid, cold, fire, and lightning, so keep that in mind if you really want to go full thematic with your spirit pact master. And then Disciple of the Elements, when instead of natural shaping into an animal, you sort of take on a elemental form: air, earth, fire, and water. And then each of those have its own effects, so
I think a druid with the wind master would be cool. That's probably what I'm gonna do.
alright, so you will be Koloth's servant.
Yes. I'm gonna make a moonkin somehow. If, like, this moonkin flies.
I mean, if you did fire, you could essentially be Druid of the Flame.
Yeah, but then, like, fire, I'd be fucking what's his name?
Tendril. But then
I'd
do
just
have a
be
moon city
Staghelm.
form.
I'd just be Staghelm, but like.
Oh yeah, and then Druid of the Elements, they get a bunch of spells they could cast with their packed time resource. Oh, that's should be a fun class.
I have to like iron out the details of that one a little bit more.
Is there going to be like an actual difference between these?
Difference between what?
The elemental lords?
Yes, I was gonna make the feats or special effects that were gonna come with them the last time we were supposed to play this, but since we didn't play it, I didn't bother making them. And work has been a massive detriment to my ability to make things.
I think thematically, just based off the name, I think Celine would work best for the idea I have here.
Celine, the Mistweaver.
Yeah, for a fighter.
Okay. Congratulations. You guys have your leaders. And you're going to be a fighter as well?
Yep.
Alright.
It's gonna be hit go burr. Using the shittiest thing I can think of.
Alright, well, let's see those stat rolls, guys. Let's see, what do you got?
What do I roll
stats?
for a level 15?
The 46, keep high as 3. Reroll 1. So, I'll write that out in Discord. And then actually it should be do the multi-roll.
Oh shit, you're doing reroll ones on it. Damn, boy.
What the fuck?
Did I mess up? Oh, I forgot to put the
That's
6 in.
actually how those are so bad.
Welcome to average. You were
That's
given
with keep ice 3 and reroll 1.
you were given the chance to be a god. And you
I
rolled
think
a 73 and a 74.
I rolled. Yeah, I think I rolled one higher than.
You did?
The fuck is this shit?
Damn, that 8 is pretty dog.
It's
Since the guy who's playing a human who could just plus
Rowan,
one all of that.
fucking Rowan's gonna come in here and roll like 10 billion. And
Yeah,
be like,
he's
yeah,
gonna be
what's
like,
up? What's
show up.
good?
He's like,
okay, guys,
he's
what's
gonna be
up?
like, oh,
And then he's gonna roll a fucking 92.
yeah, he's just gonna do this, and this is gonna be his roll.
That would be beautiful. He just came in here and rolled a fucking 85.
Roll a 90 and be like, what's good? How's it going? It's me.
Okay, and era 2.
Alright, so you guys got those figured out. It's pretty simple. Make the characters easy enough. Era 2. The second era is the era of the Stormbringer. Long has the Shogun been sealed away by the combined might of the 4 earthly warriors and the champion of the Great Spirit, Naitan, Tuya Tarkan, the Northern Storm. It is a turbulent time as those who support the Shogun hide in plain sight, continually looking for any opportunity to further their cause to release the Great Shogun from his prison in Nobimura. For this era, you will play as a member of the Order of the Storm, a group of warriors dedicated to continued efforts to keep the Shogun and his warlords sealed away. The Speaker of the Storm has tasked your group to hunt down a rogue Chibotsu elf who has stolen an imperial seal from the monastery of Motobin. As was said before, this is a turbulent time. Do you follow the exiled tribesman Tarkon, or do you await the return of the Eternal Flame? Giving you the choice to be a traitor in the end. You will make an 8th level character. You may select from any of the following classes and subclasses. So you got Fighter, and you could be a Fighter Battlemaster, Barbarian, Demacharius, Honor Guard, Sharpshooter, and Monster Hunter. You can be a monk. You can be all the monks except for a Soul Fist and an Arms of the Goddess, because those are not created yet. Barbarian, you could be a Barbarian Warrior. Druid, you got Wrath, Elemental, Fey, Wolf, and Kairos. I think Kairos is the more supporty type. Wolf is the classic I turn into animals and kill things type.
Oh, woo, I'm a furry.
Fey is the evil version of the wolf, I think. Or the more i.e., Life Force version at least. And then you can also be a Ranger, Beastmaster, Hunter, or Phase Stalker. So it's
Also a furry.
a lot more choices involved in this one.
So we're playing shapeshifters.
You can be if you want to. There's
We'll be nothing but furries, dude.
You can all be druids if you pleased.
Oh, he also rolled a 74.
Damn.
Holy shit, our rolls are fucked.
We're batting 1,000, boys. Where's the Google Doc for the second era?
I'll post it.
Yep, so go ahead and take
Oh, yeah.
your time to figure out what you want to do.
Which one's Dimacarius again?
It is the dual wield based warrior or fighter.
What are we rolling for stats for this one?
Standard 46 KH3.
Dookily dookily.
It's very
Time to
tempting
roll. Time to roll a 64. Oh, interesting.
Is a good Lucy.
They're nearly retarded. Perfect.
very tempting to make the Indian character. On the second era.
If you
Dude, the
want
set of-
to, if you want to flavor things, I can also tell you what each Kideni ethnicity is, and what is more typical to them in terms of combat classes.
For Beastmaster, are there restrictions on what we're having as the beasts for it?
Anything typical to like the Asian regions are fine. That's also a very good Satan.
Got the AI. I got like a really, what's it called? Good set of Lauras for that one.
Also, on that note, do you guys have any models or Lauras that might be good for making art that is more typical of like D&D?
I mean, there probably is
Tokens?
literally one for that.
I've had trouble getting the AI to do that, but I've also been primarily using mine for not D&D purposes, so it can do headshots pretty well, but
Goat-based anime pornography.
you know, after I checked my files the other day to see just how many gigs were being taken by it, it is quite a bit, unfortunately.
Oh, you sand
There's,
people in your
there
goats.
probably is one. Or you could always just do like, if you want one that's sort of lowish quality, you can do one that's sort of like in the Alona style.
Actually, that might be really good.
There is in fact a lore for that.
Yeah.
Let me find stuff.
I just have trouble making things with the models and lores that I have now. They're just too anime. And I don't really go too deep into getting new ones. My favorite one is this like Maple Abyss Hell thing, but it's not very good for what I want. What I use to make Lail. The Lail image.
It's sort of just more like simple style kind of thing.
I think the Elona model and Laura mixed with the Lorna Laura might actually be really good if they work well together.
There you go.
That could work. I do have the
Okay, hear me out. Era 2, Indian I can't even say it with a straight face.
Oh, sir, the Fire Lord will rise again. We will
You
just
know
wait. We will.
exactly what character I was gonna say though, didn't you?
No, I just think it's funny that you can't say it.
Indian Driz.
Dritz, Do Erden.
But Indian.
I mean, if you want to do that, all of our Era
I don't
2
know.
characters coming from Indar.
I'm not gonna do sharpshooter because that would impact what the plan for Era 1 is. I might look up Monk.
Sharpshooter would be funny. It's like trigger happy Indian. Just really racist. Bobby's gonna get taken down.
Yeah, I think I might look at Monk for this one. Monk or Beastmaster and have like fucking 5 pets. Just have them all be animals used for tracking. Huh, actually that could be interesting. Really shitty animals with no combat application.
There's those small monkeys like the macaques and stuff.
Okay, that would be too good. And what about you, dearest Kaiman?
Oh, yeah, the Foundry's up right now. If you guys want to log into that, if you don't need to. I just have it circled over the little region of Kiden.
Where is Foundry? I don't know. I'm thinking. I kind of want to do the funny like Indian character, but at the same time, it's just really racist.
I mean, an accent isn't inherently racist.
Oh, but stop talking about Vishnu and the Fire Lord is very racist.
I mean, technically his name isn't Vishnu, it's People Whoa.
Yes, sir. The Fire Lord will rise again.
Okay, now say his name in the accent.
I cannot do that, sir.
You don't do it, do the Indian character. You're from Indar now. No pictures, class.
Indian sharpshooter that just got lost in a border dispute. He's like, Sara, I'm trying to get home.
Oh yeah, don't forget to roll for this one too.
Sara, I don't know about your gods. I only have my gods, please.
Roll your stats, boy.
Yeah, 76. That's not bad.
Huh, you went up. You know, I have a feeling our last one, Hype is just gonna say do 3d6.
I forgot what Ferranda was. Gotta look up my notes. I never get to do anything with Kiden. What's his name? Tokiden? That was definitely Korea. Gomubon is Thailand, I think. What the heck was Sinean? Was it another Korea?
Oh, Thailand is perfect for you, Raph.
What do you mean by this?
Well, you know what Thailand is known for?
Rafts doesn't swing that way.
That is more of a Harmu and Haku thing. Here we go. Super Ref Kideni History Doc. Let's see. Our token might have actually just been another Japan. Tokiden is another Japan. Okay. Sinean
Why the
is Korea.
fuck? Why the fuck is that my name, Haku? I mean, not Haku Hype.
What is what?
My name got changed.
I didn't change anything.
Yeah, you did.
Where?
Look what
Oh.
my name is.
T-York. Oh no.
Look, we're playing this because of shit posting, right? And shit posting is centered around you. Even though I'm pretty sure, like I
I'm
said, it's a
truing right now.
scapegoat. I'll change it back
Okay,
eventually.
hear me out. Hyman in Era 2 plays the whitest character. They just recently immigrated to Kiden.
He's the guy from Nio.
And then Haku and I will be Laotian.
Oh, Faranda's Foroian. Okay.
Now, hear me out. Hyman, in Era 2, your character, in the war, got his kneecaps. Just play Cotton Hill, dude.
Lord.
That's who I was playing in my cowboy campaign. Okay, so Notoben is another Japan. So is Tokiden. I had a specific thing in mind for both of them, but I don't really remember the warring states' history. Never too familiar with it. I guess Notoben was more of a Nobunaga, and then Tokiden was more of a who was that one guy who was like the Japanese Lu Bu?
Billy.
Tarakatsu Honda.
Oh shit, does that mean if my character's from Tokiden and they're Drew, they can turn into a civic?
Lord.
I had to, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll figure out their class. Is going to be a shit show.
Indar is more Buddhist, so is Nakara. Remember what the Nakara was more like a warrior type Buddhism. And Nobimura is it's kind of like the capital. Everyone has a slice of it. And that was made after the Unification War. And became the seat of power for the daimyo, or shogun. Oh yeah, and another thing to note when you make these characters, exotic weapons, most of them come from Kiden and Kiden Foro and the Rose, so those will be regular weapons to you guys.
And you said Era 2 was more of like an investigation one, right?
There'll be more investigating in it. So I would say not to skimp on any roleplay based stats and skills. Because your job is to search for a runaway Chibotsu monk or Chibotsu elf
I think I'm gonna do an Eyes of the Emperor.
That works. The Chibotsu elf are the elves that didn't escape or didn't join the King of the Elves, Tylt, during their uprising and subsequent fleeing of Kiden and Foro, who eventually became the White Vine. They're special. They have plenty of mystical powers. And they're sort of high-class slaves for the ruling class.
The Eyes of the
Kiden.
Emperor.
No, the Chibotsu.
I think for them, I'm probably gonna do Shadow Arts, Meld, and Warrior.
As the subclass feats?
Unless Monk, I'm reading it wrong. 2, 4, 6. Oh, never mind. I would have them all. I'll do that.
Right?
Being able to just sit in the shadows would be pretty interesting for it.
I think my second character is going to be the barbarian warrior. Very simple man, big two-handed sword, something like that.
Morgan, are you still using the wrong dock?
Huh?
Are you still using the wrong dock?
From 616. Why did Monk change? Did I miss something? 625, 2022. Nothing's changed.
Yeah, but I don't see you in here. Oh, now I see you. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, you just changed the format, but everything else is the same.
Well, I just didn't see you in it. I didn't see the person. I now see Anonymous Alligator. Just making sure.
Yeah, Eyes of the Emperor's gonna work for it.
Right? And Kaiman will make a Barbarian Warrior.
Some form of warrior.
Well, Warrior is the Barbarian subclass.
Dude, I can make like a Mongol. I'm just gonna make like fucking Tamerlane or Attila.
Well, in Era 2, your leader is, in fact, a Mongol. They are the exiled
Yeah,
tribe.
the name of the character made me think about it.
And Era 3 is the current era that we live in this day.
Indeed.
Before or after the River of Blood.
I knew you were gonna say it. The fucking checkpoint in history.
I haven't determined that actually, because I know that Li Shen Tsaohani was part of Harmu's character story.
You know, and I'm just gonna say it. Kaiman, I'm glad our conflict caused the greatest fucking event in terms of permanent after effects.
Well, realistically, it was just an explosion. It hasn't done anything yet. But it was
God
funny.
damn it, we're not even at the fun part of the River of Blood, Kaiman. It's over.
It's over.
We're cucked by our DM yet again.
The DM is eternally cucked by his players. Especially the ones that aren't here right now.
It's fucking over.
I don't really know what I'm doing for Era 3. We're gonna be a wolf druid.
Alright.
And I'd better roll really shitty stats to make it funny.
Well, let's yeah, just let me know what you guys when you guys are ready to move on to Era 3 character creation. If you want to know anything more about the regions, Feel free to ask if you want to help flavor your character.
Look, my monk's last name is going to be Civic.
Lord.
His first name is going to be Hyundai.
Hyundai Civic. The Druid of the Wolf.
Oh no, that's going to be the monk.
Oh, okay. Hyundai Civic, the Eye of the Emperor.
Actually, no, Hyundai's Korean.
That's Hyundai.
Their name's going to be Toyota Civic.
Toyo Civic.
No, Toyota. Actually, no. Let's reverse it. Their last name is Toyota. Their first name is Civic. Their father? Forerunner.
Lord.
Corora.
This is going to be such a terrible idea.
Mother, Camry.
So Era 3 is the lowest combat or lowest level but highest combat.
Lowest level, but most dire combat, should say.
Era 1 is we're just playing Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah. You can
Just
still
underwood spray.
there's still plenty of opportunities to roleplay in Era 1, just as there were plenty of opportunities to combat in Era 2. As always, it just depends on you guys and what you and how
I
you
need to
tackle
find
things.
that thing. Let's see. Okay, this is what my monk is going to be like in Era 2 if we have combat. He's just going to vanish. Okay, let's move on to Era 3, Mr. DM. Hybara of the Bara clan.
You ready, Kaiman?
Yeah.
All right. For Era 3. The third era is the era of peace. Long has the great strife of Kiden been over, as the legends of the warlords, the storm, and the earthly wars now remain as mere stories and fairy tales. Despite that, daggers swing from wires in the dark, striking out at any in their way. In this era, you will play as a group of warriors tasked by the nobleman Li Shen of the Tsuhani family of Nomimura. Your honorable master has given you the task, should he fail his own. Seek out the Master of Seals in Nomimura and deliver unto him the death beyond God. For this era, you'll make a 4th level character. You may select any of the following classes and subclasses. Fighter, Battle Master, Barbarian, Honor Guard, Sharpshooter. Monk, Spear of Nintan, Monastery Guardian, Crystal Warrior, Golden Bell. Barbarian Warrior, Druid, Wolf or Kairos, Ranger, Beastmaster or Hunter, and Rogue Duelist. So, your choices for this one have been a bit refined. They are now more typical to the current era of Kiden. Things have been
What
removed.
are we rolling?
A 3d6.
Fuck yeah, brother. Let's get a 3. We're slamming that bitch into int.
Be so funny if you get more than 1-3. Ooh.
Okay, those are too high. Can I reroll?
No, that is fine. Just fine.
Okay, but
Dude.
it's core to their character that they have a 3
Not
in
bad.
intelligence.
Slightly below average. And slightly more below average.
I'm gonna make a French rogue duelist
What would...
and just monologue the whole campaign.
Let's see what happens if I roll again, though.
You're still Kiden.
Am I cursed to not get a 3? Damn, this is crazy.
It does keep going lower. I like that.
Okay, that's the highest. Come on, 3.
Whoa.
That's perfect. I would take that in a heartbeat.
I will let you downgrade. All right. If you want to take the 48, that's all you.
Let's do it, bitch.
All right. You take the 48 then. Fucking psychopath.
He's a druid as a joke. You know, the spirits, they feel bad for him.
Oh yeah. If you guys want to roll to see if you could use firearms or explosives, you can do that now.
Oh,
You gotta roll.
we already do that, and we know who won.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
Actually insane that he rolled a 5.
Yep.
I'm
You
not
just,
using firearms or explosives for this character. That's dishonorable.
It's dishonor, bro.
I just realized this character won't even have a fucking save.
You won't. You won't have any proficient saves.
And for character points, would it be negative if I put negative int? No, it's minimum of 1, right?
Minimum of 1, yeah.
I don't
You'll
think the
eat
league would
away
be
from
possible
your
for them to have a
level-based
fee.
ones, but I think you always just get 1 no matter what.
This is gonna be spicy.
Oh, and I guess this is kind of important. The player characters will all be from the same family line, and one player in each era will have the gift of premonition and special vision relating to anima. You can disregard that latter part. That's the whole reason why only one person could be a druid up top.
Wait, so what you're saying is every one of my characters is gonna be Toyota?
Well, I mean, eventually you could marry that name out, but yeah, you're all descendants of your Era 3 character, or your Era 1 character.
Damn. I have a schizo fucking. My family line's kind of funky. Started
As
off with a druid, we get a barbarian, and then we get like a duelist at the end.
As the players play through their scenario, the actions that they take and the success or failure of their objectives will affect the next era. Ultimately, as they are more successful through Era 1 and 2, they'll be more likely to survive the impossible battles they'll face in Era 3.
We're gonna fail on purpose. Okay, so Era 1, his name is going to be RAV4 Toyota.
I have to start with like Datsun something, and then like slowly progress to Honda.
And in Era 3, his name will be Pro Ace Citiverso Toyota. Oh, you know, perfect. His name will be Japan Taxi Toyota in Era 2. That is apparently a model. It's light throne, so this is gonna be strength.
Oh, my download is good.
Hype, how much gold are we working with on our Era 1 characters?
Oh, I'm back. Gold isn't an issue.
Okay, they're gonna carry about 400 chakrams.
And chakrams are retrievable, so.
Yeah, but it's Era 1 and, it's Dynasty Warriors. It's funnier if they don't collect them.
Dude, my first era is like human moonkin druid that impregnated an elf. And then my next character is like half elf barbarian that's just like very angry at race mixing. And he's like a race purist. Because of what his parents did.
Here's my idea. Their intelligence gets worse.
And then my third character is like a noble that's finally like broken the curse. His forefathers.
Simon, my character is going to be going from 10 intelligence to 6 intelligence to 4.
That's incredible.
Wait, hyper combat wheelchair's a thing?
Combat wheelchairs.
Yeah, I want my druid to be in a wheelchair. He's gonna have 6 constitution.
It's gonna be that one drawing where where like the person transforms into a wolf and they have like the animal wheelchair tripod thing going on.
No, his legs are fine.
Oh, he's just retarded. Okay, internet's looking fine. Now I gotta splice this dang video together. The last time I tried doing that, it just didn't want to work.
His legs are fine. He just doesn't know how to walk.
Just really retarded. Okay, what an unfortunate blip.
I think in Era 3 we're gonna die.
I think in Era 3 will be fine.
Alright, well, when you
I'll
guys
carry, don't
are
worry.
satisfied with your ideas, we can talk about what the game will look like in each era.
I'm
Fuck, this is
satisfied with
gonna
my
be the
character.
stupidest druid I could ever make.
He doesn't really understand druidism. It's all about like fucking getting out in nature and putting your feet on the ground and maybe hugging a tree.
Oh yeah, when it comes to items, money isn't really an issue. You can choose whatever weapons you please. You can choose whatever armors you please. The things like lamelier is more typical to this region. Full plates and stuff like that is not.
I have to interrupt you. What is the most expensive material available?
Some kind of lacquered shit.
In Era 3, that is.
No, in Era 3 it'd be like steel.
No, I'm talking the most expensive, material.
Oh, 300 times 40 Nippon steer.
Yeah, steel.
Okay. He's gonna wear steel rags.
I don't think
That's
steel...
just chainmail. That's just chainmail.
Come in steel.
Oh, my brother can cut to armor and still dice a tomato. Actually, yeah, my blade master would be funny for Era 2.
Look, we're talking about a family that names their kids after fucking real-world Toyota models.
What task is there? Here we go, and obey.
Okay, fine. What's the most expensive textile material?
Oh, silk.
Silk.
They're gonna wear silk rags.
Fucking silk loincloth druid running around.
They're gonna look like they're just a fucking hobo.
Dude, I'm gonna just fucking do the Blade Master voice for my second character. He doesn't schizo out unless he sees like race mixing or something of the sort. And being outcast from both tribes.
I mean, considering he in Era 1, their ancestor was a druid. I can see why he's a barbarian. He's got a bit of that wolf in him.
No, he just like his fucking he didn't druids didn't take him in because it's like some kind of I don't know what elf it should be.
Well, if you want to go along that route, unless the elf is of 3rd generation or older, they can't technically crossbreed. So half elves will be proper as you think of a half elf. If like a 2nd generation elf had a child with a human, but
I'd make him roll the D100.
in this, once they're 3rd generation and younger, like all other races, the child is always the same race as the mother. So eventually down the line, you could technically be born of an elf, and then that elf could have been male and impregnated a human.
That works.
And from there on forward, you're just sticking to humans.
Because my 3rd character is supposed to like have broken the what's it called, stigmas of his forefathers. He's no longer suffers the sins of his forebears.
It works.
Being
Works in
elf
multiple
fuckers.
ways.
He's like 100%. He's an elf.
His great
Wherever-
granddaddy was an elf.
Wherever the blade, like the barbarian decides to like swing, either like human or elf, I'll decide that in the campaign.
Right. Okay. You guys got your characters figured out. Let us talk about how the game will work and how the eras would look like. So, for the first era, what's going to happen is you're going to be given 1, 2, 3 destinations. You will be expected to go to all of them or none of them as you see fit. It's up to you and how you want to make the next generation of your characters suffer. So, the
You're speaking my language, boy.
first era, you'll be given the choice of assaulting Major, going to, I believe, Indar,
We're going to Indar.
and I think the last one is somewhere in the Tokiden Hills. And as we have already deduced, Era 1 is very much Dynasty Warriors. You're going to be a very big guy in a sea of very, very small little guys. So you're going to be given a combat objective, and, well, you're going to be given an objective, and combat's usually going to be the way to get through to it. Whatever your
Literally Nobunaga.
attack rates are, for the purpose of combat, we're going to triple them
Holy
until
shit, that's...
you meet a certain NPC. So when you meet an NPC whose power is equal to or greater than yours, your attack rates and your casting rates are going to be back to normal. When you're wading through a sea of mooks, you're going to have triple the combat, triple the attack rate and casting rate. So if you can only cast 1 spell per action, you can now cast 3. If you can do a bonus action, you could do 3 of them. But let's say you, I don't know, get to the boss of whatever region you're in, you're not going to be doing that anymore. You're just going to be attacking normally.
Sure, I'm just gonna make Storm Eagle and like blow across battlefields.
This druid has -3 to his save and intelligence and -2 to strength and dex.
Do your saves carry into your wild shapes?
No, because wild shape, you take on the physical of
Okay.
the wild shape,
But not the intelligence, right?
and not the intelligence.
All right. And then for Era 2, let's make this light blue. Era 2, the storm. You'll be going back to Majir to find the Chibotsu elf who has ran away with a imperial seal. They were stationed at a monastery, and the monastery guardians, monks, etc. aren't going to be too fond with you guys rooting around. So you are going to have more opportunities to talk to people. Maybe talking is your strong point, and you feel like fighting your way in. It's always an option. But from there, you're going to major, you're holding an investigation, you're going to follow that investigation to its endpoint, succeed or fail, up to you. And then for Era 3, you will be going to Nobimura. Actually, just circle it. There, you'll be assaulting the what is it? The Seat of Seals at Nobimura. Yeah, you'll be assaulting the Seat of Seals, and everything there is going to be hostile as soon as you declare your intent, and it's probably going to be combat from the get-go. And
Sorry, which one's combat from the get-go?
Era 3.
Oh yeah, this druid's gonna die in like the first turn.
Era 3 will have like a little narrative scene, and then you guys will arrive at the place, and you'll be given an opportunity to decide what you're going to do, and then you're going to probably just get into combat. So that's how this game is going to work. I guess our focus right now should be more on Era 1, because that's what we're going to be playing first. It doesn't matter how long it takes for you guys to do it. If it takes 5 sessions to complete Era 1, that's whatever. I imagine it should be about 1 session per region. But as always, those estimates never really work out.
9 months later into the like, it's a special military operation of like the fucking, what's it called? Eastern Legion special military operation.
You're just rolling, a column of Lubus and red hairs into Mage.
Okay,
and somehow
I've got
you're
my
still here
character
a year
names.
later.
My human fighter is Forerunner Toyota. My monk, Corolla Toyota. My druid, whose subclass is furry, is RAV4 Toyota.
Not Tacoma, it's over.
So there's that. Again, so for Era 1, you are absolutists, loyalists to your elemental masters. So you're just going to be doing their job. Era 2, which you guys can send to me in DMs, who you side with. Whether you side with Tarkin, the Order of the Storm, or whether you side with the shadowy elements that want to bring back the daimyo, or the shogun. So don't discuss that with each other. Just send me a DM. And then for Era 3, you're all serving Li Shen Salhani. who is against the resurrection of the eternal flame.
Yep, we're back. Ragnaros is back. We got a bunch of like hybrid dragons that we're breeding. We didn't kidnap any redheaded women for this one. We're breeding them all on our own.
You know, these ability scores really tell the story.
I think mine got better as I rolled, and yours got worse as you rolled.
Yeah, but so here's error 1. Here's error 2. And here's error 3. The secret, error 2 stays in the shadows. Family line doesn't do too good when they're in the light. I think what's the funny part is most of the investigation skills are intelligence, and in error 2 my character's just stupid. I mean, let's look at ability score descriptions. Let's just see how bad it gets. Has trouble following train of thought, forgets most unimportant things, and very limited speech and knowledge, often resorts to charades to express thoughts.
Lord. Encourage the cowardly dog while we're getting our asses kicked. In the middle,
Dexterity, significant klutz, are very slow to react. Strength, difficulty pushing an object of their weight.
Right now, I'm just writing out your special feats for error 1. Here you go, Kaiman.
buggers.
What is your error 1 character again, Morgan?
Mist girl.
What is the class?
Fighter. Wait, can my druid have 3 intelligence?
What is your
Rather
druid's
animal-
intelligence now?
4. 3. Rather animalistic acts on instinct.
It is just silly. Why don't we work with the rules that Sure, why don't we work with my own personal system's rules? Go ahead and take 1 intelligence off of your
Oh yeah,
Druid.
-4, baby.
but you're going to get a 5, a bonus of 5 to every luck check you make. So your luck checks will be 55% for that character. I believe
Dumb
that's
luck.
correct. He's all skill.
Those words are too big for him. You know, he's gonna think that he's speaking sign language. In reality, he doesn't know a sign language. You're supposed to use your fingers, not just a fist. Actually, wait. I think it's possible for him to be an animal that's smart. I think he can be an animal smarter than he is.
But then wouldn't the animal just be as dumb as him?
That's why it's funny.
The dumbest moonkin.
Like, imagine he turns into an owl. He just walks. He's an owl that can't fly.
Let's see.
Okay, half CR. What is the smartest thing he can be? Look, Kaiman, all I'm saying is don't get too attached to your Era 3 character.
I think an owl
I mean,
or dog.
it'll be fine. My Era 3 character is the greatest swordsman that ever lived. He solos.
Yeah, my Era 3 character is the greatest druid that's ever lived.
It's kind of beast.
Ooh,
Okay, Hybe. He's gonna turn into a dolphin.
Okay.
Why?
Okay. You know, just so you know, I mean, intermission campaigns, they are canon events. Silk Road, all that happened.
Well, here's what happened. I looked at the beasts available to him, who have an intelligence of 4 or higher, so they're smarter. A baboon is smarter.
I'm pretty sure most animals have at least 3 intelligence and wisdom. I think gorillas are smart, although I'm not sure if they're half a CR.
So he can be a Fastia, a dolphin, or a baboon. Time and pick.
For who?
The druid, he knows how to turn into one thing.
Which is
Either a baboon, a dolphin, or Fastia.
you're a baboon. Monkey.
Which I believe is actually a very terrible choice, which is perfect.
Monkey.
Since you are using a fighter and you have no resource as a fighter, go ahead and give yourself a resource. Let's call them superiority dice. Give yourself 5. 5 superiority die. They are D6s.
Done. Now to see how high we can get the hit on this fucker. Alright, I should look at feats for the druid. What can they get?
Oh yeah, make sure you build out all your feats and stuff. And character points. Use your character points as if you leveled normally. And also get the additional 2d4 from the start of character creation.
2d4 plus 2. Oh no, Hive. They have 13 character points. They can actually get a feat. Okay, now let's look at the feats and see what makes most sense on this druid. I just realized there's a problem. They might not qualify for most feats.
Oh no.
I know what feat I'm taking on them, Hive. Since you said that they have a luck pool. I'm thinking this druid's gonna be lucky. It's pretty much one of the few feats they can actually get. Reference, I'm actually looking at the worst feats I could get on them. Because they're going to get lucky. That much is guaranteed. I'm trying to think of what to take at level 4 that would be the worst thing. You know what? They're going to take mobile and lucky.
How many feats do we get? I guess it goes down.
However many you get.
It's based on
But yeah,
your
it goes
level.
down.
Based on your level and how many you can buy.
In this case, the druid is just You get at least one feat or ability score at the level 4 one.
What he said.
So what? How many do we get at 15?
15
It depends on your class.
For a druid, I think you get one at 4, 4, 8, 12.
Oh,
Yeah, 4 and 12. And then for the
so
fighters,
3 feats.
yeah, for
As
fighters,
a
you
fighter,
get like
I get to roll.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Fighters get a lot. Brown class
Damn.
good. Brown class good.
Technically, the brown class is barbarian warrior.
No. The brown class is the fighter. Barbarians are mystical. They're white.
They're what?
They're privileged magic users, in a sense.
Okay, this guy is going to be proficient in no armor on purpose. He's not going to be proficient in weapons either. On purpose. What skill do you think would be funniest? Never mind, I know. Hear me out. The druid has 4 ranks in animal handling.
I feel like that makes sense though. It's not like that's like hee funny one.
All right.
Okay,
For...
Kaiman, put it this way. This druid, if they roll an intelligence skill, they have to roll a nat 20.
What does animal handling require intelligence?
No, it's wisdom, but their investigation is 1.
For Morgan, here is what your Pact Master's powers give you. And I will make sure to give these to Haku when I go over his characters too.
Wait, where is this?
It's in your DM. Oh shit. Did I give it to the right person? I feel like I might have given it to my friend.
I think he gave it to said friend.
Delete. There we go. I don't know why. Let's see. There we go. Here we go. Oh, wait, no. This is Haku's. Fuck. I gave that to Sav. There we go.
I think the funny thing is I figured this was going to be because when I looked at the monk stuff, I realized that there was one that had this. Wait, holy shit, that's fucking lit. Dude, it's fucking Jesus.
How many superior die did I tell you to have?
6. Oh, sorry, 4. 4d6.
4d6s. Okay. Okay.
You know what? I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing for the skill proficiency. Do I have to use all my proficiencies, or can I hold them?
You can hold them.
Okay, they're gonna have one proficiency total. It's gonna be insight.
All right.
Lord have mercy.
The
They'll
action
know
successes
something's
and
wrong, but they don't know
failures
how to
of the
say
previous two
anything.
eras will affect the party in the final era. Era 1 has one. Let's see, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 potential effects. For Era 3. Era 2 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potential effects for Era 3. And Era 3, it doesn't have any effects on anything for the next era. It has the effects on the current era.
They have 19 insight.
He do be thinking.
Update this for Haku. Okay. I think that is good. Unless Haku shows up in the next 10 minutes, I don't think we can continue this on unless you guys have questions, which I don't think you do.
No, I think it's pretty straightforward. I'll bug you about like character creation stuff, but that's later.
Okay.
Okay, what spells can I put on this druid that would be perfect?
Is there a racism spell in D&D?
Sadly, no.
Okay, their cantrips are going to be Druidcraft, Mold Earth, and Shape Water. You know what, Hype? They're gonna take Resistance. Really useful cantrip.
Yeah, it's a prestidigitation angle. Or is that actually wait? Or is that entirely gone? I forgot if I got rid of that cantrip.
I have no idea what this cantrip is you speak of.
So they have
So-
Druidcraft, Mold Earth, and Resistance. Mold Earth is so they can make themselves a bed. Or their own coffin.
Why not both?
Yes, sir. I will be sleeping in the doo-doo shit bed.
Okay,
Very comfortable.
they are going to have, as prepared spells, Heat Metal, Fairy Fire, because it's pretty.
Fairy fire on the boss. Hello. Hello. Please don't let fairy fire fall off.
Good Berry, because that's all they eat. bark skin.
I am also
Oh my god.
updating one of you. I'm also updating a part in one of your things, Simon.
Based?
So there's a little extra sentence on the first ability there.
That's fucking insane.
You know what, Hive? I have the perfect spell. Hear me out. Find traps. They're everywhere.
No, this is Asia.
Traps.
Warding wind. Look at this beautiful character sheet.
RAV4 Toyota. Jesus Christ.
There's some true shitpost characters.
Look, wait, yeah, they have negative. Their AC is 8. I forgot. I haven't done HP, but they're just gonna take average. It's a work of art, isn't it, Hybe?
Let us see. Jesus Christ. Those are some powerful saving throws, powerful mods, powerful
23
insight.
HP.
Supposed to have 8 AC?
Yup. 8 AC, 23 HP.
I don't know why I can't edit this.
They have 40 walking speed. I don't think we need to worry about them having anything down related to casting.
Also -2 on the AC contribution there.
Yeah, this is a character. This is definitely a character of all time.
Yeah, and like the Toyota family are definitely characters of all time.
Well, I mean, hey,
Like, what do you think of those skill proficiencies?
that is pretty funny. I do like how there is a severe lack of anything skillful. And then you got this 19 to insight.
You know, if he says something bad, he's just gonna run away.
Oh, I do not want to print that. Okay.
No armor proficiency, no weapon proficiency. They're not allowed near sharp objects or blunt objects.
Or blunt weapons merchant.
How they became a a loyal soldier of the esteemed Li Shen Saohani. No one will know. Esteemed noble warrior of the infamous Saohani clan.
They said there was food.
I'm just saying, you know, maybe this one somehow bypassed Saohani's quality control system. But it's no longer his problem because he's dead. Armu killed him.
So what it was is they had a rat, and it was a really good fucking rat. It was the smartest rat they've ever seen. And then they saw this druid walk in one day, and he turned into a rat. And they thought he was that rat.
I don't know. I don't think Saohani would be like that easy to fool. It might just be the village idiot who really, I don't know.
Hey, he's an idiot that became a druid. That's gotta mean something.
Maybe his mom just asks Saohani to let him play with the boys, and he's like, oh, okay, fine.
I mean, what do you think of the subclass name?
What was the subclass? Hold on. Let me reopen this.
Wait, hi? Do fursuits exist in universe?
No.
Oh Lord.
As a matter
Not
of fact,
this.
they've been erased from reality. God bless the architects. Subclass furry. Even if Mr. RAV4 Toyota-san were to survive this encounter, he's dying.
Genuinely, I would be impressed if he survived after 2 turns.
Well, the survival of your Era 3 characters are wholly dependent on what you do with Era 1 and Era 2.
So don't make an entire shitpost character.
Well, I mean, it's an intermission campaign. You should be having fun with it, but it is canonical. So,
This is not.
like I said, Silk Road was canonical.
I'm sorry, Hub, I can't take his intelligence seriously.
I can't take this character seriously. This is silly.
Dude has a 1 in history.
I take it he's from either Motoben or Tokiden.
Tokiden.
Okay.
It's the traditional seat of the Toyota clan.
Ah, I see, I see.
Their home estate is the impenetrable fortress known as the Hilux.
Alright, sir.
In all honesty, I can't fault you. When playing our very serious cowboy game in person, my character is loosely based off of Cotton Hill. So, and just to go with the theme of my friend's choices for naming things in that world, which is it's America, but he just called it Merca, and all the states just have B's tossed into them. So we're playing in the state of what would be Colorado. It's Colabrado. And we arrived in Barango, and traveled up to Belleride. And so I decided to name my character Botan Bill. Oh yeah, and I was also the leader of our cowboy posse, so, or at least one of the leaders.
You fucking Billy the Kid.
You know, it's funny. If these characters are, I mean, if they're related, that means they would all know each other.
Well, I mean, you're not related to each other.
No, but I mean, like, they would know each other through, like, family stuff.
Your era characters, but you would know of your ancestors at the very least. Your era 3 characters will all know that you guys come from a line of fire shogun supporters.
Yeah, and they just look at a little RAV4 here.
Oh, for you have brought dishonor upon our family. You must commit Sudoku. Drive off cliff now.
God bless his soul, he's trying.
You are the stupidest of the Toyota clan.
A soul is a Kia.
Honestly, Hype, if you gave me a choice, I'd make him have 2 intelligence even, or 1.
I don't think you could function with less than 3.
No. For reference, 3 is the minimum to have language.
Yeah, I know. I have those written out in my personal system.
You're very lucky that none of your feats have minus intelligence. So
I think you
here's
just
what
want to be
happened.
you just want to be a character.
He was born a genius, the smartest person ever to grace Terra. Then he became a druid, and then he became a furry.
I mean, you could be a Mortal Kombat champion.
No, you see, he became a furry. And he fucked the animal.
Sir?
I mean, you just know that there are druids out there doing exactly that.
That is true.
And he's got just he may have fucked the wrong animal and gotten a pretty bad disease. Or he tried fucking a horse and got kicked in the head.
So that's kind of how the elk hue was made.
Ah, yes. RAV4 Toyota. He fucked an elk and got kicked in the head. The elk got his intelligence and he got the elk's intelligence. You origin story.
It's a very serious game. The very serious world. Full of killer rabbits.
You know, one of the hardest bosses in RuneScape is actually just a killer rabbit. Granted, it's like a Monty Python
Yeah.
reference, but
Yeah, this is definitely character. And then after this, if we go back to the other one, we then have a super fucking fanatic, hyper racist cleric. You know, I'm just saying. What if they saw Bloodwood? Outside of killing them, you know, they'll have no problem saying that they should have stayed in their fucking mud huts in the swamp.
Alright. Are you guys set?
yeah.
Cool. Let me see. And you guys will be able to play next week
Yep.
on the 27th.
I should be. Let me see if there's anything's going on with my family because I've heard that something is supposed to be, but it doesn't seem like it is. So I'll get back to you like Sunday,
Okay.
but I should be able to.
See what Haku says.
It's like yes, for sure, 100%. Then like goes to round one.
Surprise anime convention.
$142 character points. This baby can fit so many feats.
All right. I think we're done here.
We're done here.
All right. Turning off the stream. We will play next week. TM.
We'll get racist next week.
I hope so.